Hey you guys, welcome back to Crazy Quilting Crafts with SCK. How are you guys doing? I hope everyone is well. You guys, this was a UFO project that I had started, and it was in the UFO stash, and it was a table runner top that I had did sometime back when I first started um, the quilting world. This is when I didn't see block placement correctly. I think I did a video on this. I'm not sure, but when I look at it now, I'm like, dang, I was way off with block placement when I did this runner, and I decided not to even bother with it. But this is a good video to show you how you can easily make block placements mistakes. And this one has a whole bunch of them, but I don't even care because I made it for my gnomes anyway. And they don't know no better. That was a good one. I'm tickled about that, for my gnomes, and they don't know no better. Okay, so if you look closely, you can see where I had messed up on my placements with my charms. These are actually charms. These are the charm packs. This is a charm pack that I had used, and I think I made this one and gave it away, but I could have sworn I had several of these charm packs. I'm sure I did, and I probably gave it away. But I'm gonna go in my stash and check it out because I want to see how many runners I have left. This is when I was doing runners like crazy, y'all. And you can see, like, right here, these two are together. Right here with the X's and the O's, I mean, they like 1, 2, 3 together. The roses over here is together. The white roses right here are together. So, and then the plaid is together. So these really should have been separated to where they weren't right next to each other. So if I had to go back, I would change these and probably shift these over here somewhere, and then shift these probably over here somewhere too. When I'm telling you now, it's the funniest thing, because when I look at it now, I'm like, well, dang, what was I thinking? Like I said, I had to actually develop the eye of block placement. I used to actually ask my sons to come in when I would use my retractable quilt wall. I used to ask them to come and look at it to see where should I shift the blocks. And my sister is good with block placement too. She sews a little bit, but whenever I make things, she always say you should have moved that one here and that one there. My brains don't grasp that right away, and it sure didn't grasp that when I was making this one, because like I said, I was new to the craft world and the block placement. So don't, if you don't get your placements right at the beginning, don't fret. You don't always have to take things apart and do them over again. Just deal with it, learn from it, look at it, let it be your teaching gadget, a reminder of to check your blocks before you start sewing them together. Another thing that I had learned in the quilt world too, a lot of people like to take pictures of them, and if they don't get back to it, they have that picture and they log, and then they use that picture so that when they lay their blocks out again, they will get it right. So that's another tip too. If you're not going to complete your project right away, lay your blocks out, take a picture of it, save it, and then if you don't finish it, you always have it to go back to. Another thing too, if you want to lay your blocks out first, take a picture of it, lay them out again, rearrange the blocks, take a picture of it. And if you want to, there are people that do this several times before they get the layout that they're looking for, and you want that kind of flow of colors. You don't want your blocks being on top of each other with the same prints, so you want to create that flow of colors. And I have gotten much better over time. I have, but again, don't fret about it. Just use it as your teaching quilt. So yeah, so a lot of these I will change but I'm not going to, because this is going to stay with me. This would be some of my craft room decor that I will pull out during Valentine's Day. And like I said, I made it for my gnomes, and my gnomes don't know no better. So this is the backing that I chose. I did this haul a couple of weeks ago with some, Valentine's Day haul. And this is some of the new fabric that I saw in Hobby Lobby. Last year I did a nice Valentine's Day haul, and I made what did I make? I made a table topper, and I think I don't know if I made coasters, or did I make a mug rug, something like that. I have to go through my stash, my decor stash, with what I use to decorate my craft room. So this is the backing of it, and I still have a lot of this backing left, and there's some other things that I want to make for Valentine's Day, but being that this was one of my UFOs, I decided to go ahead and just go and bust this out. So I did a little quilting around the points, the Perry points, and I started to go in and do some inside here, but I said no, I'm just gonna leave it alone because I'm not gifting it to anybody. It's gifted to me, so I just left it simple. But I thought about putting it on my other quilting machine and try to do some hearts and play around with it. And that's another thing too, you guys. If you have something that's UFO and you don't like the block placements, that's another thing. That's another tip. You can use that to practice your free motion quilting. So this would be perfect for me to practice free motion quilting because it's not big. And if you have like plate mats, that is a good way to practice your free motion quilting as well. Or somebody had to correct me and say it's not plate mat, it's placemat, or some old craziness, whatever. But anyway, those are great small items to practice your free motion quilting. So that's a good tip for you guys as well. Let me see. Let me get y'all so y'all can see my little gnomes. Pull y'all up a little bit. I think I might be too tight over here. Let's see. Yeah, I think that's what it is. I'm a little bit too tight. Let me loosen this up, you guys. Like it's trying to move. Yeah, this thing is tight, so I'm just gonna leave it be and I'll get it right. But I could tilt that way so you guys could see my gnomes and my little flower pots, my little queens back there. So I felt like this will accent the room really nicely, along with my machines that are stored in the back. With that, I think that's Free Spirit fabric, or what's the other, a cafe fabric I think I used. I'm not sure. I totally forgot. But y'all know I like bright colors, and y'all know I love red, so I thought this would go really nice. So that's what that is looking like, and I hope you guys enjoyed this show and tell. And this is SEK, the Crazy Quilting Crafter. I will see you guys on my next video. Thank you so much for tuning in. Until then, peace.